Welcome to Mediterrasian cooking. In this video I'm showing you what we ate in a busy week with homemade basics and ready-to-go meals. Cooking from scratch with real whole foods is a priority to me, but of course it takes time, takes some planning and preparation. Here I have for you some alternatives that should save you time.
Want some? Are you guys hungry?
I'm hungry.
Okay, lunch is ready. Hi, let's eat.
We'll start off with 2 cups of red lentils that we add in a bowl. Then we cover in water and let them soak for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll start chopping a white onion. This will be the base of our dish. Peel the skin off and chop it as finely as you can. Something that seems to be working if the onion makes you cry is to just rinse the knife under cold water. As you get rid of the juice, the onion juice, and then you can just keep chopping your onion. It's not perfect, but it's definitely improving the whole process. In a stainless steel pan, add some oil, ideally olive oil, then add your onion and give it a quick stir. About 2-3 cloves of garlic minced added right on top, and grate about a tablespoon of ginger. Add it to the mixture, then mix. Sauté then for another minute or so. The kitchen will smell really nice. Bring some ripe tomatoes. Here I got a bunch that I rinse under water. Immediately add some yellow curry paste. Then chop the tomatoes into cubes and add them on top, followed by some salt.
Tomatoes. Yes. Do you want more mandarin?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We add some salt. Not too much. With a quick mix. And here we go.
Cover, and in about 5 minutes it should be ready to mash. My lentils are ready now. Add them into the tomato base and cover with coconut milk. Then a splash of water. The coconut milk will give it a nice creaminess, but if you don't have on hand, water is fine as well.
The beauty of this recipe is that the cleaning is just minimum cleaning, just the cutting board and a bowl.
Let's move on to the next recipe, which is homemade buns. Just water, yeast and salt, followed by flour is what you need. Let it rest for about half an hour, then take by hand some dough and roll it into a ball. Add it on the parchment paper. I know it looks sticky, but it is very delicious and they're gonna bake beautifully still. Covering with sesame seeds is a must in our house, then bake at 500 for 15 minutes. You can add some spinach and cilantro for a bit of color.
You wanna try some? Wow. This is so creamy, so easy to make, minimum cleaning, from scratch. Everything you want in one plate. Want some? Are you guys hungry?
I'm hungry.
Okay, lunch is ready. Hi, let's eat.
Those buns disappeared quickly, and so I just prepped another dough, same recipe but different shapes. Of course, covered in sesame seeds and baking for another 15 minutes. Another staple in our house is this other curry recipe. I peeled 2 carrots and I finely chop an onion, add 2 finely chopped garlic cloves, give it a quick mix, and meanwhile roughly chop the carrots and an eggplant. I added only the carrot because the eggplant cooks very fast, and some yellow curry paste. Saute for 1 minute, then add some coconut milk with a splash of water. 5 minutes later, add the eggplant and let them cook for another 5 to 7 minutes. Here I added mussels, but you can do it with shrimp, with meat, salmon, almost any protein of your choice. Cook for another 2 minutes and add on top the cilantro. I do like to freeze the leftovers and just build my freezer with remaining meals that are so nice to find home when you're on a rush or when you're just not in the mood of cooking. During pregnancy, I have to make sure that I get lots of protein intake, and here we have some beef that I seasoned only with salt, then bake for about 1.5 hours at 450 Fahrenheit. Salt is all I need, honestly, and I really enjoy the taste of it. The bread I showed you earlier disappeared as well in just a day or so, and thankfully I had some dough in the refrigerator and I just transformed it into buns. As you can see, I bake a lot. We don't buy bread almost at all. Only traditional Georgian bread here where we currently live, but even that gets old fast as our baking just seems to be way more delicious. Something quite crazy here is that granola is almost $10 per a tiny package. And not only that, but it also has seed oils and sugars that I just don't want. So this is my homemade granola recipe that is way cheaper and I can guarantee it was very delicious. Oats, lots of them. I do like sesame seeds, some cashews, some almonds and walnuts that I roughly chop. It's quite customizable depending on what you have in your pantry. Salt, some cinnamon, and give it a quick mix. Then add this on top of the dry ingredients and mix as well as I can. You want to make sure that every piece of oat has the oil on it. A tip that I consider very important, and it seems that it just saved my granola's recipes, is just mixing every 5 minutes or so, because it really does burn very fast. So by mixing and taking a look at it and maybe getting some heat out of the oven just seems to give it just a perfect texture. Let it cool down, then add to your container and it's ready to use. It's milk with cereal or cereal with milk. I still have no idea, but it was really good. Another breakfast idea that I like to have on hand when I'm too lazy to cook eggs is this Greek yogurt with blueberries. The kids really love it. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that during fasting periods we eat lots of hummus. It's the high protein alternative. Mash the chickpeas, add salt, some lemon juice. I kind of decided to skip adding garlic. I noticed that I'm not quite happy during pregnancies with raw garlic, and so even if we skip it, it's actually very enjoyable. Here I make over a kilogram. It's 2 cans of 800 grams. Then I just add lots of tahini. I pretty much save a part of it for today and a part of it I will freeze. It's a very easy snack with some carrots or pita bread, or even just a plain lunch because it has the protein we are looking for and we just have homemade bread on hand all the time. I did have this dough left and the kids were asking for some pizza, so here we go. By hand I shape it very fast. For us doesn't have to be perfect. Tomato sauce and then some mozzarella. We keep it simple, and indeed it was a real success because the kids ate it pretty fast. There's no meal prep without a salad. And this week we just used simple regular ingredients like cucumber, lots of cucumbers honestly because the kids really love it, a red pepper for some crunch, and some tomatoes. This is super customizable, but we like to serve it with sesame seeds, walnuts, some salt for taste, black pepper, and some lemon juice. Feel free to add a bit of tahini. Later on I realized that it can enhance very nice the salad. Another day, another just one pat recipe. Finally chop an onion. It can be red or white. Here I just ran out of the white one, so I just used what I had. I set it aside, then finally chop some garlic. I just add it on a plate with the onion, grate some ginger and roughly chop some cilantro. As the preparation is ready, add some oil in your pan and start transferring the onion first. Saute for 3 to 4 minutes, then add the garlic and ginger. Saute for a minute, then add the spices. Salt, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, or you can add more for taste. Some cumin powder, here I do about half a tablespoon, and less than a teaspoon of garam masala. Add the chickpeas followed by some coconut milk with some water. All it needs is 7 to 10 minutes on a low heat. At the end, we add the cilantro and squeeze a lemon or a lime. This is perfect to serve with rice or even pasta. For me, sometimes these curries are just not enough, so here I have some beef. I cut it in cubes, microwave a bit, then add some salad and the leftover hummus to just have a beautiful plate for lunch. As you can see, I'm not kidding when I'm saying that we eat a lot of this hummus. I do prefer to freeze the rest of the meat that I have left. And this curry is our favorite honestly now. And I can confirm that these recipes were very delicious because we've had some friends over from India and they were enjoying these curries. I highly recommend giving it a try because they are really beautiful, they are very easy to make, and the flavor that you get, it's really worth it to me.
If you're struggling to eat healthy without spending many hours in the kitchen, I want to give you a free gift. I've spent many hours to break it down into a 30 recipe book for energy, recovery, and weight loss. Go to the description and grab it, it's absolutely free.